So we've just found another gopher pile today, and we're gonna see if we can find this hole. But first we have to see where we should drill and probe. And you have to look, it's kind of like a little mountain here. It looks like a belly button, and it looks like that's right here. So what we'll do is we'll scrape the dirt away, and usually that part will be darker, and it will have no grass.
You want to help?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to look.
Toto.
That part looks pretty well covered in grass, but that does look like a bare spot.
See it
there.
right here.
Right there. It looks like a bare spot with no grass. So we'll try with the probe.
Feels kind of hard there.
Okay.
Okay, so now I just drilled out the hole here, and the drill kind of fell in, and there's a tunnel along this way, off about here a bit. So now we're just going to put a trap in there and give them some beans and cord for bait, and put a post in, and that'll be that.
So we just have our trap set here so we can put it in the hole. And so the way we set our trap is, you see there's this little spring here. It's usually over there. We bend that across the trap until it's on the other side. And then there's this little wire over here. You bend that across, and then under this. And then there's another wire that goes over here till under the trigger. And you have to make sure it's a very hair trigger so that when the gopher bumps that little thing, he'll touch that and the trap will spring off and catch him.
We're gonna check our trap first before we put it in the hole. Check it.
Why are you laughing? Should I do it?
So we're gonna check.
Check for giggles.
No.
Trapping's an awful fun thing to do, isn't it? All right, go ahead.
So we're gonna check our wire here to make sure it's smooth. So it does seem a little bit sandy, or there could be some rust on the wire that's preventing it from going super smoothly, and this needs to be up to make it easier to go off. So now, do you have the sanding block?
I don't think it's in here. I'll have to go get some roller.
What are we doing now here?
So I am sanding this wire off so the trap will go off easily and smoothly, so the gopher will get into it easily, basically. We just have one of these sanding blocks. So now I'm putting the trap in the hole here. And there's grass in the way again. But I'm just gonna put this into here. Like this. You gotta make sure my ring is out of there. Slide it in like that and press it in a little bit. And then I'll pack some dirt underneath it so it's solid and it won't wiggle. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a little bit of dirt on top.
And then I have my beans and corn over here that we just put in there to bait the gopher. So we'll put a little bit of that in there. And then we'll just pull some dried grass from the side of the ditch. Make that into a little clump. Like that. And then just cover the hole so it's dark in the hole so the gopher can't see the trap. And then we'll just put a little bit of dirt on there to keep that solid. And we'll poke our post in there. Now we can pick up our tools and get going. We'll check on it tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow when we check it.
Okay.
So just now we came over here and found another fresh gopher pile. Nice, fresh, loose dirt. I think he must have just dug it, but I just cleared the dirt away and there's a hole right here. So it kind of just fell, and sometimes that happens. Now we're just gonna set our trap.
Yeah. Wow. Hi. Oh, good Papa. Lapping.
Gopher trapping?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
The cross tunnel is kind of close, I think.
Alright, I'm ready. Alright, so we just put the trap in there. We got it set, and now I just got to push some dirt up behind there and pack that in so the gopher can push the trap out.
Okay.
And then we'll put our post in there.
Post.
Oh wait, Ben, can you run and grab some corn beans? I have some. And then I gotta make sure our little S-ring is out because that's where we stick the post in. So grab our post.
Okay.
Stick that in.
Here, wait. Right now, here, hold on to the beans and corn. Right now, the trap is sticking up in the air inside the hole. So the gopher would just plug it. So we got to make sure it's set down. We should like push it into the ground so it's more steady in there.
Okay.
Then we'll just stick our post in there.
Oh, lapping.
And some dirt. Put a little dirt in there so he doesn't feel the trap or anything when he goes in there, otherwise he'll plug it too.
Okay.
And we sprinkle our corn and beans in there. And then just poke the post in there. And we'll cover it with some grass. It's just too tight. Yeah, there's plenty of dead grass here right now. And just cover the hole with. We gotta ball that up into a little circle.
We also have to make sure we don't put it in front of this wire, otherwise that wire, when it flips over, will catch on the grass. And again, the gopher will get out and he'll plug it. So.
And we'll just put a little dirt up there, make sure it's nice and well packed. I think this,
Okay.
like that. Our grass is
grass is too thick and tall.
here. Maybe we'll try a little bit like this. This is just lighter stuff.
We'll put in some new stuff that's a little lighter, easier
Here,
to
there's more
stick
pieces.
over the hole. And we'll pack that in with some dirt, and then we'll just come and check on it tomorrow.
Christopher, did you check the trap?
We're stuck in here a little bit, so I gotta pull out some of this dirt so he doesn't fall off the trap.
This is our neighbor's dog. Well, he's from up the road. Not quite our neighbor.
There he is.
You got
He's
him.
a nice gopher there. Now I just gotta go cut his feet off. The township. And we'll just put his feet. No, I'll spill my feet in the back of the four-wheeler. I'm just gonna cut them off so we can put them in our freezer and then bring them into the township. Alright, there she goes.
Mom, of course he's in there.
So we just come back to check our trap and it looks sprung, so we'll see if there's a gopher in it or not.
Nope, it's plugged. It's completely plugged, so we didn't get that one.
So we're at our last trap and we just pulled the grass off and I can see the gopher in there. So we're just going to carefully pull him out of that hole so he doesn't slip off. Alright, there's our gopher. We got